All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got to change. Something is weird with this style. Let me change this style back to there we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Come on in. This is Crystal with Crystal XO, and this is Relationship Recap. Let me bring in my boy Scorpio Mo so we can get this party started. There he is. Pajama Mo, rather. Pajama Mo.
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I was just trying to get these videos done. There's a lot to talk about. So, I wanted to make sure that we had some points of reference tonight. You
That
know
it
what I
is.
mean? Points of reference. How was your Friday?
Um, just glad it's over. 2 weeks of vacation.
You got 2 weeks of vacation?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You need to call a friend of yours. You need to call a friend, and I think you owe somebody a date. Think you owe somebody a date.
Oh, your mom. Oh, your
Yes,
mom.
yes, yes, yes. You owe her a
I
date.
was wait. See, I will
I
ask her.
thought you froze. You just stopped. You just looked like you froze.
I'm
Like,
thinking, I'm like, no. I was like, oh, I forgot you. Yeah, but I was waiting to hear from her. But I'm gonna call her.
don't wait to hear from her.
Oh, oh,
No women like that. You be
hey, no,
proactive.
you sending the wrong message. What woman?
No, but I'm saying women don't like you to wait.
This is your mom, Crystal.
I know, but she is a woman and she doesn't like you to wait. You got to be proactive.
Oh, she texted me and was like, "I'll let you know maybe sometime."
Yeah, but that's because you guys know I moved my mom in. My mom is having some trouble adjusting.
You
So if
got.
we wait on her, she's not gonna ever.
All right, let me go find a rib spot because she mentioned ribs.
She does like ribs and butter pecan ice cream.
Which is, by the way, hilarious because I read the lives yesterday.
Comments?
Yes, the live comments, and C Dub, which I hope he shows up, is hilarious. He said, "Oh, black women ice cream."
He did. He did. I saw. Forget C Dub. I saw
Oh,
what he said. I
right.
saw his comments. I
That
saw his comments. How are you guys doing? How is everybody doing with their
what's up? Happy Friday, y'all.
Christmas shopping? If you've got your Christmas shopping done, go ahead and drop an XO in the chat. Let us know how you are faring. And it doesn't have to be like I feel like this holiday is extremely love is Mimi said pralines and cream. That sounds delightful as well.
Now that really sounds like.
But yeah, it doesn't have I don't think Christmas has to be about, you know, it's not about being giving and I mean, buying and the commercialism of it, but I think, just doing things and spending time with family. How are you guys doing with that? Have you done your Christmas shopping? Do you have more to do? Where are you at? Pajama Mo?
Where am I at? Kind of easy.
Kind of easy.
Yeah, my kids prefer cash.
We talked about that. Yeah. And I don't do I'm still trying to find another gift for my son. I told you guys that I got him Kendrick Lamar tickets to the show in Canada, but I need another gift because my daughter, I can get lots of little gifts because, she's a girl. My son is not as easy to get gifts for. So I usually end up getting him bigger gifts where she gets like a lot of little gifts.
Um,
Um,
is there a book or a favorite author that he likes?
he has every book just about. He's all booked out, and oh, maybe I could get him some type of like collection, like but he's an actual author on a different level than I am at this point. So he like has great relationships with other authors, renowned authors, and he gets
Okay.
signed copies and stuff. So I don't think I can.
Okay.
And then I thought about maybe just some cologne because I'm always trying to teach him how to put out chicken feed to attract the chickens.
I'm starting to snap rings.
I
That is funny.
do. That's we know we had. Well, I mean, we had that conversation when he was like in middle school, in high school, middle school. I was like, Stone, if you want to attract girls, you got to do things that girls like. Because he was like, and he just doesn't find the need to like do that, but maybe I could get him some cologne.
There you go.
Just, I don't know.
The set, they have beautiful sets out there.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get him a nice set. Him and I also get Adrian, because Adrian's into all the smell good and the bracelets and he's into all that stuff. So he's a little easier to buy stuff for. So yeah, I am excited about the holidays. We are having a couple's Christmas Eve.
Okay.
At our house. Everyone is wearing their Christmas pajamas, and we are exchanging gifts. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw numbers, and every couple will come with a gift, and then every couple will leave with a gift.
So you they buying gifts for the opposite sex?
No, you have to buy a gift for a couple. So it has to be something that would appeal, and there's a $50 limit because
I got you.
It can get out of control. It can get out of control. Before we get into tonight, because we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about.
Huh? A lot to unpack tonight.
A lot to unpack tonight. So you guys pull up a seat, get comfy, because there is absolutely a lot to unpack. I did want to give a congratulatory shout out. I think if you guys were watching, you saw this picture. This is me with the ladies at Taste, Latrice Rogers restaurant. There I am with Latrice and Soguchi and Antoinette. And I just wanted to shout out Latrice and congratulate her. I want to just congratulate Latrice there. That's a gorgeous photo. I wanted to post that. I didn't get it up. But she did tonight on Belle Collective. We got a chance to see the dual opening of Taste and also Goddess Lens. So we're gonna get into Belle Collective shortly. But first, what's happening?
Or pulled the thing down and okay, my bad.
Okay, Herbert and Co said get cologne. My son said he wasn't interested at first. Now he can't leave the house without smelling good. You know what? Thank you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Is if you're as a young man or whatever apprehensive to do it, and then when it's all about what men get responses from. You see what I'm saying? That's how you get hooked.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope. I'm gonna do. And is there a scent? Thank you, Marriott. Herbert and Company. Is there a certain scent that you would suggest? I know you are the cologne king. What would you suggest I get a young man in his 20s that is not necessarily he's probably gonna use this for everything. The last cologne I got him was Axe body spray.
Yeah.
Because there was a commercial. This was when he was in middle school, Mo. Don't do that, okay? He was in middle school. There was a commercial that showed the man spray on the Axe body spray, and then the women went crazy. And so he asked me for Axe that Christmas.
Got you.
So is there something? What should we be graduating to? I don't want to get Axe or Old Spice this year.
No. This is one you can never go wrong with.
Okay.
It's not expensive. You can keep it under $60.
Okay.
The Versace collection. In that, if you go to Macy's or any of those and you smell that, it's still good. It's not too crazy. It's not expensive, and it's effective. More importantly,
effective meaning what? What is the effect?
I was about to say another word. The women.
Oh. Okay, I got Kenneth Cole Black. I've never heard of Egyptian musk.
Who said that? Who said that? Crystal, whatever you do.
I didn't say that. Herbert and Company said his son or the son likes Egyptian musk, but we get him Odes and Joe Malone. I don't know.
If he likes Egyptian, he is an old soul. That is old 80s oil.
He may be an old soul. My son is an old soul. My son is definitely an old soul.
pulling old women? No.
No, we do not want him to pull old women. I will fight a woman.
Thank you.
Trying to be with my son.
Let me ask you this. So if a woman popped up and she was 40 years old.
Not doing it. He actually, his son will get mad. My son is really private, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Ma'am, be on about your way.
Got you.
Be on about your way, ma'am. Yeah, I'm not, neither one of them. Neither one of them. I don't want no old man with my daughter and no old woman with my son, and I don't want them with people that have children.
Now, if you had an old dude pull up to your daughter with your daughter with Egyptian musk, I'm telling you, right now.
That, I mean, hey, but everybody's body's, chemistry reacts differently.
This is everybody. That's probably the first oil every young man gets is
Egyptian musk. So you said the Versace collection.
Yeah, and they got several. They got several. I did a whole piece on my channel.
Okay, he said Creed.
No, those are $300 bottles, Crystal.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm trying to keep under 70. Trust me.
Okay, I appreciate that because I do. Thank you, Herbert Colbert. Because I did already get the Kendrick Lamar tickets. We're gonna go with a lower price, and we'll see. We'll see. He said he's an old soul, but we mix it for him. Creed. Okay. All right. Nice. Nice.
Oil, not the cologne, because if you get the cologne, it's $300 at least.
Not doing that. Not doing that. That's for him to do on his own. That's not for me to buy. Paul Smith. Is there a cologne called Paul Smith?
Paul. I don't know, but he sound regular.
Is that something that's in Canada? I don't know. It doesn't sound like something that's here. I don't know. I think I'm going to try the Versace collection. I'm going to see if I can get like a little tote bag or something.
And here's the thing. You can order that on Amazon and send it to him. Make sure it's there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He's coming here for Christmas. But yeah, so I like to get the gifts. I like to get them and touch them and stuff, Yeah.
Basically, trust me.
All right. So let's get into All the Parfums by DeMarley has been voted as one of the best male fragrance out there. Okay. Hi, Allie. Welcome. We are talking about Christmas gifts, but we're getting ready to jump in. We're going to go ahead and jump into one of the things I want to talk about tonight before we get into Belle Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. For those of you that watch Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys know I usually do this on Monday. But there's some trouble. There's some trouble. And I just wanted to ask you people about if you saw the videos with the Grand Dame.
Y'all know y'all saw it.
The Grand Dame. First of all, I did not know, and we're talking about Karen Huger.
Yes.
I did not know that the police department could release footage.
They actually own it now.
But why are they releasing it? Is the police department taking part in shaming people online? Like, that's kind of weird.
Part of it, I know they're not supposed to do it before. They do it after the trial, not before.
Oh, it definitely took place. Here's a small snippet of Miss Karen Huger after she was arrested. Here.
Just let that go. Do you want to listen? I wouldn't do it. I will rise up.
Karen said she will rise up. At one point, she said, "Do you know who I am? I'm very rich." She said that they called me the Grand Dame. It was not good. Now, what is the craziest thing about this is on the show, when asked about it, she said I just cannot talk about it. We have to trial and you'll see the truth will come out. So she made it seem like she had a case.
She's supposed to.
No.
If not guilty, they wouldn't have had no reason to even go to court.
No, let me tell you something. That is not what you do. If you know as a publicist, if I knew my client was slurring their words and talking crazy and there was footage of it, you do not lie to that extent, because now you've got there's such a huge, you just look like a huge liar. What she should have said was immediately taking accountability. Because there's no way she was going to get off.
She didn't see the footage.
Her husband knew.
That
I would rather.
I don't like him.
Okay, I'd rather her not do a lot of talking at this point anyhow, because she's probably a little bit upset. After.
He said, I'd rather.
Loving husband. He's protecting his wife. She ain't want to listen.
He was trying to protect poor Ray. He's gotten a bad deal. I want to say that Ray has gotten a bad deal because this is her 4th DUI. Thank you, Anisha. She is.
Oh, she going to. Oh, never mind. I didn't know it was number 4.
It's number 4. Number 4. Her husband, when he got into some tax trouble, well, some issues with his money, she threw him under the bus. She said, "Oh, I just didn't know what was going on with the finances. He kept me in the dark." She did not have his back, right? She also has thrown him under the bus when it comes to them being intimate. She, because he's a little bit older than she is, and she's trying to make what?
Can't tell.
Mo. Yes, you can.
Is this the show We Keep It Real?
Yes.
Well, damn it, that's what I'm doing.
Tammy says she paid off his tax debt. I highly doubt that, because I don't believe that. I believe that's the narrative that Karen wants us to know. And I keep saying to people that I have a girlfriend, and we did a show one time on this channel. Brenda is a good friend of mine. She's like a little sister, and she has always had Karen's back. I do not have Karen's back, because Karen is always trying. She is not a truth teller. She's not a truth teller. She is a lying liar. Thank you, Marriott. She is not a truth teller. And the fact that she tries to have all these delusions of grandeur at 62, I have little patience for old liars.
So you do it, man.
But I'm not saying she's Ray's age, but I'm just saying, like, at a certain point. Hi, Miss Rhonda. Thank you so much for catching the live. We welcome you. Come on in and have a seat. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
No, I don't like when you haven't learned. My granny always said, you don't want to get old for no reason. And that's what I believe. I believe you should be getting wiser and smarter. And that's not what Karen is doing. Karen ain't doing that. This is what Karen super.
Let me tell you something. Miss Karen is trying to get knocked down by something young.
Do you think Karen?
Miss Karen.
She done put up a video of her with Usher's Bad Girl. Miss Karen.
I see what's going on now. Okay. I see you, Miss Karen.
She thinks she's too good for right now.
And you know what's part of that? The cosmetic thing.
What about it, Mo?
Yeah.
Anisha says she's trying to get chose.
Yeah. And it ain't by someone. What's that man's name?
Ray.
It ain't by anybody. It ain't by anybody her age or Ray. She's looking for at least 40.
Nah, say it ain't so. Now, let me tell you this, because I know you don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, but those of us that do, we know that Miss Karen has been accused of of having an affair on Ray for at least 5 seasons.
I believe it.
At least. And they keep saying that she's been seen around town with somebody with green eyes.
Does Ray, does Mr. Ray golf?
He does.
It's one of them young fellas at the golf course that get the balls and wait on the people, cowboy and stuff.
One that drives the cart, that drives the golf cart.
Young fellas carry the bags and stuff.
Miss Karen, we beseech you, ma'am. Sit down. Slurring.
Karen got a
nosy nurse report said not the way that wig was looking in that police video. That wig had it had. I don't know why did the alcohol affect the wig?
It always do. Always do.
Miss Karen, please. I'm telling you seriously, guys. I'm being serious. She should have come a lot more humble. And I don't know why that footage got released. But Anisha said the wig needed a DUI too. No, Miss Karen should have been a lot more humble. She was talking cash-ish,
right,
with Giselle and the other ladies, and just being extremely arrogant. And Miss Karen, no man. I don't know if Usher was thinking of Miss Karen when he was singing the song. But that's hey man, we got to get smarter and wiser.
No, that's no joke. That's right there. She's in serious trouble.
Well, that's signs of an alcoholic, and even the way she was talking and the way she's got some issues.
I would like. What's her drink of choice? I would like to know this.
If you were making her a drink, what would you prepare, Miss Karen?
What did George Jefferson's wife, mother?
I was like, Wheezy?
No, his mother was a Bloody Mary.
A Bloody Mary.
Either that or martini with the olive, some with the olive in it.
Rye martini with an olive. What about an old fashioned?
It's possible. Bourbon, perhaps. She looked like it on the sweet side, but strong.
Sweet. I don't. Okay, no, she's not 60. She's 62. She's not 60. She's 62. They said Ray is 77. Ray is definitely an older gentleman.
He is. Okay. He still look good though. I ain't gonna hold you. He look good for his age. Ray look good for his age.
Not she is Jefferson's concubine. Y'all, all right. I'm not going to keep reading the comments because y'all are out of control. But yes, Miss Karen, I had to talk about that because that's ridiculous. Karen, sit down somewhere. Get some help. She needs to go to rehab. She
definitely does.
I will give you one last tidbit tonight. Karen said that she retired giving oral pleasure.
Interesting. Well, she ain't gonna get no young boy then. Unless she got a couple of PlayStations in the back of the trunk of her car, she ain't gonna get no young boy.
She says she does not. She that's that. But see, that's the 62.
But a lot of women who are, because I bet you back in her day she was a knockout. She's still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's still an attractive woman.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She still look, but I think the
B. Spencer, that she posted that like 2 or 3 days ago. That was the I think it was like the Hilton Christmas party that a lot of the reality stars went to. They love to go to LA and be around the non-blacks. And that's what she was excited about. But yeah, that was posted just a few days ago.
But at the same party, what's the name? One that Melanie won.
No. She's trying to live her younger life in her older age. Miss Karen is a hot mess. I'm just gonna say it. She wants to be worshipped, and my granny said, "Don't be an old fool. You gotta get wiser and older." And she's not doing it. She definitely, like, if you're on a show with a lot of younger women, you should be the one they come to for counsel, not.
But they don't. Just like on the show that we're going to talk about, And she doesn't, when she's around when these women are around those younger women, they don't want to look at the one, they feel like they're in competition.
She cannot be in competition with a woman in her 40s, in your 60s.
She can make her face up to be, that's what I see. I could be wrong, but that's
what you're probably right. I just,
it's bad, man.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody say that before. They was like, young guys will encourage guys and give the young guys games. The women will sit there and compete with them. What did I see now?
Alicia, that's a great quote. She said, "Don't be afraid of getting old. You cannot outrun yourself." And that's what a lot of women are trying to do, outrun themselves. I do not. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Mary. I'm not a fan because I just feel like she's fake, and I feel like they held Robin Dixon to the fire, and they fired her. And Karen needs to get some reality in her storyline, or she needs to keep it moving.
Was she the lady? I saw something some years ago where she had something with the car that was over something on the highway when they were headed to a retreat or something.
I can't remember, but I know she's had DUI issues, and she's
was documented on the show before, correct?
Yes, they've mentioned it on the show, and like I said, a big part of the storyline is the fact that she has cheated on her husband, and they said that they were growing apart. They had to downsize because everybody's, in Potomac is trying to be like the old wealthy, but they had to downsize, and she threw her husband under the bus. She's constantly throwing him under the bus, and she tries to make herself look a way that we obviously do not buy. Like, the audience is not buying it. So anyway, we're going to move on to Belle Collective because there's so much here. There's so much here. Tonight's episode, I don't even know where to start, but what I thought I would do is I brought a clip for you guys I actually went down to Jackson and hung out with the ladies there. And I brought a clip of Akeisha is talking. This is like Carlos was doing the private premiere for the cast because they hadn't seen the show at this point. And so I went down, and I thought tonight was a great night to share this clip. And then let's watch this clip this is from last month. Actually, it was from the end of October. And then we'll chat about tonight's show.
I didn't realize I had to clock in until that brunch. Because I'm thinking like, oh, okay, we're coming to this brunch. I'm going to be meeting, all these influencers and these very important people. Not saying no one up here is not. But I was thinking like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'll be able to highlight some more things on Fair Street, give the real history, show what I'm going to be doing there. And then Playgate happened. And it sort of turned from what I was thinking that we were going to be focused on to like, all right, I'm going to have to get these bitches up off me. But I will say, again, like everybody else before me has said, I was so excited when I did see that first season and the highlight on Jackson, Mississippi. Because, yeah, people want to say, oh, she's in Jersey, she doesn't live here. I'm from Jackson, born and raised, elementary all the way up to grad school. This is my city. So to be sitting in my home in New Jersey and click on the Oprah Winfrey Network and see Jackson, Mississippi on there, that, I can't even describe the feeling. So I wanted to be a part of it. I definitely didn't know that I would still be sitting here right now, but I am happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you here.
All right. So I want to play that. I played that clip of Akeisha because one of the things from tonight's episode was that Akeisha and her husband, Willie, think that they're better than everybody else. And that was her answering, how did she feel coming onto the show? What was, and she said she didn't realize it was like that. But in that clip, you hear Akeisha point out the fact that she, I am, Jackson, I grad school, she's definitely has a different energy than some of the other ladies when it comes to social standing. And she shared with me, if you guys watched the interview, there's an interview that I did with her last month, and she had a family. She was adopted by a family member that was very affluent. So she had access to a lot of things that maybe some of the other ladies did not growing up. Let me ask you, listening to Akeisha in that clip, and then seeing how she and Willie conducted themselves coming late, and then the conversation, what's your perspective on that?
Judging from the few episodes that I did see, I think a lot of them feel that way. She just actually said it.
Yeah.
I think she just actually said it. I see the energy of the women, and I think in their own world, I even saw the thing where it was two women were like, I'm the Beyonce of Jackson. I'm the Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? That energy. So yeah. I mean, to me, she just fell in line with everybody else. She just said it.
Yeah. And she can maybe back it up a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Because she actually does own a property. The entire show started with the ladies trying to get property on Ferris Street. She already owned 2 buildings there.
There you have it.
Now, Willie is obviously a former football player, and she came from a affluent family. So the coins are a lot longer than some of the other ladies on the show. But I wanted to start there because that's actually the smallest thing. Where'd you think that altercation between Willie and oh my goodness, what is our good friend's name? I don't like to just call him Dale. Glendale.
It was brewing. It's been brewing. I just think that part of it is the North-South thing.
Yeah.
Part of it is this couple thinks that they're better than that couple, and this guy's disturbing my groove. He's coming here and he's shaking. I'm the man here.
But but Willie don't even be trying to be the man in Jackson. He just be chilling.
Yeah, but when somebody comes in and they're a little bit more vocal than you are, then you feel the need to kind of step up when that's not even you, but you know, you the silent guy and you come in, but here's this other guy and automatically attention is being drawn on that. That's how you can tell who's who in the room when somebody else is coming and the attention shifts.
Yeah.
The weak person is going to say something. They're going to be, their feathers are going to be a little ruffled, and they're going to make it known that they're ruffled, and they're going to have issues with you. They're going to do stuff that's not even there, but come on now.
Edna, hey, Edna. Hey, Edna, happy holidays, Edna. She said Glenn just can't handle the confidence of Willie. Glenn and Cliff, which is crazy because Cliff is an older gentleman. And Cliff, first of all, Cliff is hilarious. Cliff is hilarious. He is got a lot of spunk to be an older gentleman. He's full of spunk. But I don't understand, like Willie just, first of all, Glendale cannot fight Willie. Willie is huge. He's huge. Cliff is older. And still, like, I don't want them to try to fight. The fact that Glendale, I feel like somebody said Glendale was dressed like a magician. Willie said it. He came in there with his shirt and his icebox jewelry. And it was his birthday. And he was definitely trying to, so I feel like he was, his testosterone was, kind of feeling himself. And I feel like having a pro athlete in the room is intimidating to a lot of men.
And then he's big, like, man, that makes a lot of dudes. I think just not a lot of dudes, but the wicked guys. Sometimes you can let people have their moment, but I think you tell on yourself when there's really no reason, and then you finding stuff to like be on the opposite side of this guy.
Yeah, I just feel like there was no need for that. I feel like Cliff and Glendale were they all trash talk, right? But Willie got a different type of trash talk because we've talked about this before. People from the North, especially where he's from, Brooklyn, and it's a different type of energy and a different type of way that they approach things. It's from more of an intellectual perspective, right? When they do that. So Willie is quick, and it's probably things that they can't really come back with the same way. I do feel like he kind of just is dismissive towards them because he kind of feels like they're like clowns to him.
And that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
What do they say? If you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus.
That's true. There you go. Lois Lane said Cliff put a battery in Glenn's back. Cliff puts a battery in Glenn's back all the time, even with his wife, which is weird.
Yeah. Yes, that very weird.
Now, what did you guys think about when did Cliff say that Willie had the young, pretty wife and Glenn was there with Letitia?
I don't remember that.
Somebody said, okay, it probably was not Cliff but I do remember. Did you guys let me know I heard somebody saying something about the fact that Akeisha looked better than Letitia. I thought it was Cliff. Because I was like, that's strange.
But why are you talking about the beauty of another man's wife in front of people, like in front of them? Like that's like, but well, let me not say that because I got something about the other show about that. But yes, I feel you.
But, yeah, Edna said Willie also said on the field in football he talked trash. All football players talk trash. That's part of what especially football players from Brooklyn, like.
But athletic guys, like you see what I'm saying? Athletic, basketball players. This is what they do.
I don't think so. To Love Keela said Glenn said that he said Cliff has the hot young wife and Willie is there with Akeisha.
That's messed. Well, you trying to touch a nerve, and you're gonna get something else touched.
Well, they did.
See how big that man's hands is. He ain't playing.
Letitia could show up better, but she refuses to wear quality fabrics, clothes in her size and shapewear. Ma'am.
That's funny.
The clothes in her size and shapewear. I really like Letitia. I do. Letitia. What did you think about JJ pulling up in the old school?
I mean, did you expect anything else?
I didn't expect that.
They are in Mississippi.
They are in Jackson, Mississippi. He pulled up. He said he wanted, but I didn't like the fact that JJ got out the car and said he was coming to somebody else's event, but wanted the attention to be on him.
I never like people that do that.
I don't like it, JJ.
That's not cool.
I did not like it.
Let people have their moment, man.
Yeah.
It's only for a couple hours. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it's like but you know what? Can I tell you what I think? I'm going to get into it. I'm going to tell y'all what I really think. I think that JJ still has feelings for Selena. Because I feel like he was trying to show off because he knew she was going to be there. So he pulls up in the car because I feel like all of that extra was for her benefit.
But I do, but I don't think you have to have feelings for somebody. You just want to stun on them because you don't. You know what I'm saying? And just show them, see what you miss. Not you missing, and I want you to, but just be like, yeah. It's not like, I don't think he wants her. I think he just wants to rub it in her face.
Why is he so angry with her then? Because she got a new dude. And her new dude actually is the size of a man and doesn't wear plaits with bells on them. He doesn't wear those. I think he's jealous.
Obviously, we've known in these shows that when another man pops up and you know that man is in a, I don't know if in a better position, but his appearance is probably better. Maybe if
he's a more attractive man. Edna says he's still upset about Cliff getting with her after he divorced her. Cliff, so probably, but I still feel like he's jealous, and I still feel like he wants to be. I feel like because I'm not gonna lie. When I went to the event, the camera guy that was with me was going crazy over Selena. He was like, "Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?" She stands out on the cast because she's shapely. We'll talk about some other shapes in a minute, but she's a shapely woman and she's attractive. She's a pretty woman, right? You know, what's wrong, Mo?
No, we said that last time we spoke about it. I mean, she's cool, but I think they put a little heavy-handed with it. A little too much dip on her chip.
Not too much dip on her chip. Well, I mean, okay, but so Gucci or Sophia, I don't know. And I feel like if you pull up in that car, I didn't expect them to have those clothes on when they got out.
And there you have it.
But I should have known. Because they've taught me before. I just didn't expect that car. And then he made them roll out the carpet. It was just a lot. And I feel like it was all for her and her new dude's benefit.
Right.
I didn't like it.
Not cool. It's not your event.
Not your event. And for Gucci to be okay with Selena and he's not, that's weird. The daughter's like, I know that husbands can be very protective of their wives, and Selena and Gucci actually got into a physical fight, and they're actually not supposed to be around each other. But so I give Gucci a lot of credit for squashing it and trying to be the kind of woman that would encourage him to have a relationship with his daughters and to be cordial with his ex-wife. I just feel like he don't like seeing her with somebody that's more attractive than him.
That could bother people.
Yeah, I think so. I think JJ is bothered.
Who ended that relationship though?
I don't remember. They were on this other show. And I'm not sure, but they were both they both have over the top energy.
Okay.
I'm not sure who ended it, but he moved on first, as usual. Men usually move on first. But she definitely doesn't seem to be hurting.
No.
I don't know. This whole storyline trying to force her now into the group is weird to me. It's weird.
They do that.
He just wants to triangulation those women. That's why he doesn't want them to get along. Probably. But he also is having an issue with his daughters who look just like him. They do. They have his face exactly.
They do.
Yeah. Bless their hearts. Let's talk about Marie and her family. Lois Lane said Selena ended it. No doubt because JJ did something. I'm certain of it.
But that's what make a man like, oh, you got a better. You see what I'm saying? Now,
yeah.
He might not be so. You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I saw it tonight. I feel like he is upset because I've talked to a lot of men who still have feelings for their first ex-wife. They messed up. They know they did wrong and they regret it, but they can't do anything about it. So they move on, but they secretly resent it.
Everything that comes with it.
Let's talk about Marie and the shooting.
Okay.
Is it weird that violence surrounds Marie and nobody else on the show?
Yeah.
What is that? Can we just talk about what now? Her son's mother, her son's baby. So her son has a child,
right?
And the child's mother was killed,
right?
And then Marie's house was shot up,
right?
What is happening?
Is there a curse? Or is there some behind backstory stuff that they not really saying?
Something is because I'm not, I don't believe in victim shaming or blaming. But sometimes, rats are attracted to cheese. And if there's cheese, here come the rats. I just feel like there's something going, there's some activities happening that are attracting violence.
No, this is what I'm saying. It might be a backstory there.
There is. It has to be. That's very, to the point where they shoot up the house like that.
But that sounds like a message. That's a message. And
it is. It's personal.
If we have kids that are not, because people will get the closest people to you, they want to send a message. And if their kids were involved, we can't control what our kids do, but hey, man.
I know that Marie is not, I know that they know what's going on.
I believe
they know what's going on. I don't believe that for 1 second that was just out of the blue. Someone says that her mom's addiction. I don't think it's her mom's addiction, but I think there's some other stuff going on. Edna says Marie's family is jealous of her and people do a lot when they're jealous. I don't think it's the family is so jealous of her. I think Marie, I don't know. Marie does a lot. Like, she does a lot to try to make people be jealous of her. I don't feel like if she was just being successful but wasn't being a bitch, she would get the energy that she does. I think the energy that she gets comes because she's a bitch. You said tonight was about we're telling the truth, right?
Let's tell it.
I just feel like that, because even with her cousin, the cousin was like, you act like you're too good for us. And she was like, I just don't believe Marie because I see the way Marie acted at that brunch.
Right.
Her actions always try to put herself, and I think it's because, she definitely comes from humble beginnings and there's a lot of trauma, but her having these drug clinics, I don't know. I just, and there was some issues with Latrice accusing her of, doing bad business. It feels like the business could be connected to some street stuff. That's that I'm just going to say how I feel like the businesses, there's a street element and a darkness to the success. That means the money maybe this is a way to wash money. I don't know, but something ain't right.
Well,
the milk ain't clean.
Those clinics I'm just going to put that out there. If you have one of those clinics, you have access to certain things.
Drugs.
Methadone.
Drugs, right.
These kind of things. So, in these places get robbed all the time. All the time. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know, but she knows.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know. But what I am saying is that something is weird that this happens to her, and I don't believe she's a truth teller because, first of all, she don't tell the truth about her BBL. Nobody's butt is built like that. Nobody's nose is built like that.
How's it built?
Like Nene's.
Do we have a before and after? Like there's a process that happened on the show. Like
nobody's nose is naturally in a state that looks like they can't breathe. And I don't have any problem with her getting plastic surgery. My problem is that you lie and act like you didn't.
Gotcha.
It's not, if I come back like this.
It's the nostrils.
Yeah. And then I say, I didn't have plastic. I ain't did nothing to my face. I'm gonna need you to call me out.
What they say with the what do they call it? It begin with a C. What they do with the makeup? The
contour.
That there you go.
That's not, the contour does not make your nostrils disappear at all. That's not, and the topic has come up about plastic surgery, and she says that she did not have plastic surgery, but you could just look at her body and tell that that's plastic surgery body.
You think that's before the show or during?
I think after the first season.
Got you. A lot of people do that.
Right. Everybody pretty much is the starter kit.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, like you get on, you get some coins, you see how you looked on the first season, and no, that's not, this woman's nose is not contoured with makeup. No, 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 and no. And this is in love, but I'm just saying that's not how that looks.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me show you. It just doesn't fit.
And you said the her rear end too?
Not the rear end. Indeed.
Which this cigar I'm smoking is one of my favorite cigars. It's called the Fat Bottom Betty.
Well, Marie has a fat bottom Betty too.
Fat bottoms.
She does. Yeah, I can't get a picture that I could pull it up, but Marie does have lupus, which has nothing to do with a nose that has gone through rhinoplasty. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like the lies.
Gotcha.
What did you think of the baptismal?
Trying to cleanse your soul. Hey man, that might be a telltale sign too. You got all this stuff going on, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, if you got a lot going on and you feeling that bad energy and evil energy, it might be time to do that.
Yeah, you're right. And I think there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a social light here in Atlanta that did that not too long ago. And her family was going through stuff, and I ain't gonna say it all out there. Her mother was going through stuff, and it was just a lot. She had a breakup and all this stuff.
She went and got baptized?
Yeah. Mother went away for a lot of time, embezzling money and PPP a lot of years, and boyfriend broke up. She's known in Atlanta, and she stepped out there, and I think her hands were a little dirty too. And yeah, man, I've seen that. That's when you know the spirits it's a lot going on. And what else you gonna do?
Yeah. Gun Boss says, where do you get the cigars from, Mo? He's been trying to find them.
Which, this particular one?
The Fat Bottom Betty.
Betty, most cigar places do sell them. It's a flavored cigar. It's a smoked cigar spot in Douglasville, and they get them. But Fat Bottom Betty, it's a flavored cigar, so people that are like a little flavor, not heavy flavor, but it's a little flavor, and it's a full body cigar, so it's hard to find a flavored full body cigar. The darker the cigar, the stronger it is, for the people that don't know. And this one it mellows you out and gets you right. Me right.
We may need to get some for Gun Boss. When the next time you go out to get some, pick him up some, and I'll look out for it. I'll take care of it. Yeah, the pastor was interesting. He was interesting. I was wondering if they just shot that for them, or was that a normal church service? I was a little concerned about how everybody showed up dressed for a Sunday service.
Yeah, well, they got dressed for TV.
Did they?
Yes.
Everybody was dressed not like they would be going to a service. Gun Boss said the pastor had a wig on. I was trying to figure out if that was a wig or if he had taken hot curlers and a pressing comb.
I think it was a wig too.
A wig?
Yeah. Oh, a hairpiece of sorts. He's doing with it units. That's what they say, right?
A unit. It was a male unit.
Yes, a male unit.
Bless his heart. Miss J. Reese, I think it was a shoot for them. I will say this. I thought they were dressed very inappropriately for church. I am one of those people that believes when you go to church, you show respect and reverence for the Lord's house. And you don't come in there showing off your BBL. That's not what this is for. But I feel like at this point, women are so focused on being sexy that that's all they care about.
Hey, last time I was in church, I was distracted. I'm not going to lie to you. Every time that woman clapped, she clapped. And I was in the Seventh-day Adventist church at that when I went.
First of all, Seventh-day Adventist churches are not supposed to have music.
No, they sing songs, and she was up in front, and I'm sitting down, and she stood up, and it was distracting, man. You're right. I don't want to see BB. I don't want to see all that stuff. I'm trying to focus. It was hard.
Are y'all not able to focus?
I mean, because you're like, why right in front of me? And I'm with somebody, they look, and I'm like, I know she see what I see. It was just, but they can't help it. If your body is your body, how do you help that?
You can't. And you can't, but you can. I mean, did she have on a body conscious outfit?
I was conscious of it.
No.
Um,
Church, they used to give you the drop cloths. In my congregation back in the day, they used to bring the drop cloths for women that skirt would ride up a little bit so you don't distract the pastor.
I thought that was when they touch them and they fall down.
No, the drop cloths was for women. How did I do you? I did you like what at Jokes for Justice? What did I do, babe? No, it's for the women who, may have a little bit of, some curves that may be a little distracting. You don't want the pastor to be distracted. But I always thought that was ridiculous because I was like, shouldn't the pastor be focused on the word? But I don't feel like people should come dressed like the ladies did tonight. I feel like that was disrespectful.
I got you.
I didn't like it. I mean, Marie was going to be baptized, but all we saw was.
Can they help? What do you do?
Ask me about all the showing off at the show. Oh yeah, well, we were at an event and there was ladies with big fake butts, and I just was like, gun bosses looking at the.
It's hard. What are you gonna look at the sky? It's hard if it's everywhere. What do you do?
And it was ridiculous, though. It was ridiculous. They were everywhere, and I was like, I'm trying to keep my husband here. The booties are just everywhere. Trying to keep my husband. No, seriously, I didn't like that. But I hope Marie gets the piece that she needs. I feel like she needs to take some time off the show.
That part.
If your house getting shot up, like, come on, lady.
That part.
That's and then her sons. We've never seen those other two sons. We've seen the one, the youngest one, and then she has a little daughter that's like 10 or 11. Like, girl, you need to go take care of your family. But maybe this is how she's
ran off.
The husband ran off.
That's her daddy?
I don't know if that's her daddy or not, but the husband that she had, Cedric, he has left the building and the show. What type of man? I don't know. I just don't know what type of man Marie would be able to date.
It's tough.
It's rough. That's rough.
Because she has a strong presence in her. God bless that man, boy. Ooh, that's what
she grew up without her mother. So I think that's part of her issue with the other ladies. She has a really hard time having probably female friends, except for that one lady, Essie, that we don't know if that's friend or
friend. Right.
Oh no. And I don't want to seem like I don't like. I just have to be honest. Tammy Bowles says she's dating a white man. I would not believe that.
I would if he was rich.
That's the one. But because I don't feel like she has the ability to be vulnerable. In order to have a real relationship, eventually you're going to have to. I think she says she's dating a white man because that's on brand. That's what Nene went and did. Like, they all do that because they think it makes them look a certain way. Girl, bye.
There you
Look
go.
What happened with Tamar and JR?
Right.
Bye.
What'd you say, Crystal? Girl, bye. Bye.
Girl, bye. All right. Moving on to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Lord Jesus.
Now we getting down to it.
Lord Jesus. Let's just get into this. Let's get into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville. First first of all, before we get into the show, social media has been going crazy with all types of conversation on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I pulled this clip of Letitia talking to Carlos. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this. It's interesting because I don't think Carlos particularly cares for Letitia. Usually when a woman is on there, he's really like, girl to girl, having the girl talk with him. He just is very like, check Carlos's energy when Letitia is talking, and let's talk about it.
Was dropping receipts, and he was naming guys who Martell have slept with in Huntsville.
That's okay. We gotta say a legend.
No, it's not a legend. It's not a legend. I mean, this is because Carlos. Let me tell you. So you guys have known. You said that.
Okay, so Letitia made this very bold claim that Martell, when he was in college, you guys know that on the show, the last show, Marceau and Martell got into it, and Marceau said he didn't have any respect for Martell, and then Martell said that Letitia messed with one of his friends and he saw. Now, another clip from that same interview with Carlos, Letitia, she doubles down and says that Martell did indeed have video of him and Melody. And she said that Martell has also shown the guys video of Ariane, aka Coleslaw, dancing naked after she got her body done that he allegedly paid for. So it's a few things we need to unpack.
Yes, I'm glad you said that. That's what
Gumbaugh said Letitia's doing that to protect her husband.
And that's the thing. When there's nothing, I've noticed with some women, when there's nothing else to say, it's two things that's always going to come out to a man. And not those balloons.
I was like, what?
It's going to, they're either going to say something about your penis size, or they're going to put the gay thing out. That's when you know they have nothing else left. I don't believe it.
Sometimes the size, the penal code is small, and women are taught to lie until the lie does not pay off anymore. I, years ago, did encounter a extremely unendowed gentleman, and I'd never said anything until afterwards it did come out. But I wasn't just lying. It was true.
No, but do you say it to him? That's my thing.
I said it to him.
But after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
I can't say it during because
no, you don't. But
thank you, Miss J. Reed. She said that it's always true. If a woman tells you, this is what men should know. If a woman loves you, you cannot believe what she says. If she's over you, you can believe what she says.
But my thing is, why you did it now? You didn't even say it then to his face.
I said it. I didn't say it to the person's face because you know men's egos are sensitive.
No. I'm talking about her when they were going back and forth with her husband. Why didn't you say that then?
Well, she said Marceau told her not to.
About the,
She said that Marceau did not want her to tell about what she knew about Martell.
I don't believe it.
I don't necessarily believe it. Martell seems like such a cockhound.
What?
You haven't heard that word before?
No, but even that sounds like a woman would be that, not a man.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that was the wrong word.
Yeah, that sounds weird. That sounds like you agreeing with what she said.
Well, he's a womanizer. Let's just say that.
We're
look up that word. Maybe that word was wrong. He's a womanizer. I think he doesn't have any problem getting women. I think that I agree with what you said and what Gumball said. I think that was her trying to take him down, because in our culture, sometimes that can be one of the most, that's the way to cut a man's masculinity down.
Absolutely. I get it.
Yeah. And now let's talk about, what do you think? Okay, so I just want to make sure that you guys know I'm not crazy. The word cockhound means a promiscuous Oh, Mo was right. A promiscuous person, one who is eager to have sex with men. Yikes.
Right, because if a man is
it's a guy who likes to sniff other guys' underwear.
Whoa.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. This is unedited, guys, so I can't go back and take that out. Sorry. Anyway, I digress. I don't believe that about Martell. But I do think there's a problem with him. Why would you be, first of all, for a man to show his friend's video of he and his children's mother engaging in intimacy is disgusting. And the fact that he's doing that with his side chick is, I mean, it's not surprising, because if you'll do it with your wife, you definitely would do it with your side chick. But that is the most immature. What is wrong with him?
You get no points. You're supposed to have video of your wife. If you're going to have videos, you get no points of having videos of the woman that you get points for having video of someone else's woman. Maybe somebody might pat you on the back and laugh and whatever. Even that's immature at his age. But come on, bro. I like, you get no points for that. He got to cut that out. That's not cool.
I don't like it. I think, and women, unfortunately, will still deal with him. But if he's showing the other guys, and what other guys want to see that? What if one of your friends wanted to show you him and his ex-wife?
What does ex-wife look like? I don't know. I never encountered anything like that. I don't know grown men going around and be like, yo, this is me and my old lady. That's weird. Like,
yeah, that's very strange. That's very strange. Let's talk about Melody and Trish's conversation at that table.
Oh boy. Trish.
Trish is a liar. She is a lying liar pants.
Let's get to that part.
How do you not know where you went, ma'am?
Twice.
Do you see that she did not, that conversation was so uncomfortable. She did not want to tell Melody what house she went to.
Yeah, she didn't expect the question, first of all.
She did not.
And then secondly, it's like, she knows. Huntsville ain't that big. She knows.
And she knew who they were. She knew who Melody was. That's what I said. She just came on here and played in my face, because that was that conversation, and Melody just kept going. Well, what did it look like? Was it bright white or light? Was it in, what time of year was it? Trish knew no information. She didn't. She's not a good liar. She is horrible.
Definitely.
And it says Melody was out of order for asking it. Do you think? I don't think so. I don't think she was. If you're bold enough to come on my show after you done went to my husband's house while we were still married, I'm gonna ask you whatever I want to ask you.
I don't think she was wrong for asking.
No.
But if you're past, I don't think she was wrong for asking. I'll just say that.
No, I don't think she was wrong for asking. That's her. She started this show, and this woman came on the show and came on my trip knowing that you was trying to sneak around with my ex-husband. No, I'm going to ask you, because you know what? They were still married. And they were still married. And when Trish came on and talked to me, she said that she was being an a-hole. She said that twice in our interview. If you go back and watch our interview, she said it twice. And what she said is that when she got to Martell's, he had a movie on and they ended up talking. And she said they were talking about their situation. So both of them were still married and cheating. Trish obviously has no respect for marriage, because She's even with her saying, well, if somebody asked me about my soon-to-be ex, I wouldn't care. Of course, because you don't care. But that's still wrong. You didn't even care about, you have moved a whole nother man in, and you're still married to this man. So you obviously don't have any respect for the idea of marriage.
If she don't respect her, she definitely don't respect.
Facts.
I mean, she is a
says, who remembers a one-night stand house after 4 years? You remember? She remember. If you guys remember, she made that statement that if she messed with Bartell, she would definitely say it. And she remembered enough to tell me that he asked her to come with him to his cover reveal. So she remembered a whole lot of stuff from back there. She remembered where that house was.
That part. You went twice.
You went twice.
And
you went saying that you were supposed to work out. If y'all were just going to talk, y'all could have talked while y'all worked out. Watch a movie? That's a date. That's a whole date.
You get
a Netflix and chill date.
You got the candles going. She comes in. You already got the motion going, and then you're waiting for her to get comfortable. When they start taking off their shoes and curl up on your couch like a cat,
like I am right now,
that's when you know you cooking with grease. Ask me how I know. She don't curl up, it's gonna be a long night, Jack.
What if she keeps her shoes on and
you ain't getting nothing. You ain't
getting. That's true. I'm not, but you know what? I am a deceiver because I will curl up on the couch and get comfortable and talk and put my shoes right back on and be out.
They get curling and they'd be like, you got anything to drink? You got any snacks? You'd be like, got them.
Not you got any snacks.
I'm telling you.
I hate how y'all do it. I hate how y'all strategize on us. Damn it, man.
You'd be like, do I? Open up the pantry.
Just like a fox waiting for the innocent chicken.
They like popcorn, guys. Trust me.
I do love popcorn. Spencer says, when I was in college, every time I went to watch a movie, I ended up in one of them dorm twin beds. Stop playing, girl.
There you go. There you go.
She knew. I tried to get her to be honest. And Trish cannot be honest to save her life.
She can't. She can't.
She cannot.
Either.
She cannot. Melody was in rare form.
Yes, she was.
Speak on it, Mo. Speak on it.
Well, even with the other couple, because she was making her rounds.
She did.
With everybody.
She did. She's coming for Maurice.
There you go.
She is coming for Maurice. Now, let me ask you, what do you feel about that? Did you see, first of all, it doesn't matter if he had lipstick on because Kimmy says that he was with her. But did you see lipstick on the mugshot?
I went and looked it up online. I ain't seen no lipstick. That lady, she wants you to see. She knows she's very influential in her group. And if she say it, maybe somebody else will start to see it. And it ain't there.
She wasn't going to get Tisha to go along with her.
That was the wrong person to ask.
That was the wrong. And damn. And okay, the conversation with her and Kimmy made me uncomfortable because when Kimmy asked her, why did you go around talking about, he had lipstick on, and she said, I'm not going to talk about that with you. I was like, girl.
She said, I like that.
She wouldn't even go into it.
I like that.
Melody said,
That's how you
what I liked about that conversation is that Kimmy didn't back down. Usually Melody can overwhelm the other person because she's quick, she's smart, she's gorgeous. But Kimmy was like, well, Kimmy just came right back at her. She did not cower. If that was Letitia, if that was anybody, well, Stormy ain't gonna cower either. Stormy ain't gonna, but Destiny gonna cower.
Lady, like, that's how I like how she did it. She didn't get nasty, but she was like,
oh, she's nice nasty. She's the queen of being able to be nice nasty.
There you go. There you go.
Darika says Melody is trying to get the attention on everyone else on the show because they're all hiding behind her storyline. Are they?
Maybe not now, but maybe then.
I don't know. I don't know that they're trying to hide behind her storyline. I think she does not like the fact that her marriage was the only one that was revealed to be fraudulent.
So she's trying to, I get it.
I think she wants to show that everyone, because she said, just let it come out. She wants to show that everybody's marriage is just as fraudulent as hers.
You got to start with the old boy. And that's why I think Martell is like trying to let the cat out the bag. I think he's done with the bro code with certain people, Marceau. And I don't think he has the video, but I think he knows. I think what he's saying is true, and he wish he had the footage, but I believe him on that.
I do believe him, but I don't think he has any footage. And I think at this point, if you're not going to just say it, then shut up. As my granny would say, you ish or get off the pot.
She's right.
Get off, Martell. Like, I don't want to hear nothing else from him. And his behavior is so sickening that I don't, but I also think that Marceau is full of shit.
Yes. And I don't know. I got a thing for it. The more and more I see him, I don't like the guy. He's very cocky. He's very arrogant. He's very the last show I did, he talked to his wife a little better.
Trina says Letitia just revealed that her and Marceau have been separated for months. No one is shocked to hear that.
So, there you go.
And I think you're right. The way he talks to her, that scene with him talking crazy to her, he don't like her. He doesn't respect her.
My theory is as much as he feels about himself, I said this to you privately, I'm saying on here, I think he feels everybody got a better, he definitely has a thing for Melanie.
He definitely has a thing. I see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I agree. He definitely, Gun Boss and I were talking about that. He was like, he definitely likes Melody.
And I think
he could never get Melody because he needs a woman he can control.
Yeah. But I think he would loosen up a little bit if he had what he I'll just say it. Outside the older lady, what's her name?
Nell.
Outside of Nell, he has the least attractive wife. Even his brother got a better looking wife than him. And I think that bothers him. Martell did. I think that bothers him. Because of who he thinks he is.
I think Letitia is pretty.
Yeah, I'm not saying she. Yeah, I just said the better looking. They have the better looking wives than he does. But he thinks he's better than them. The guy that thinks he's better than them wants to have everything better than them. But
his brother is better looking than he is.
I'm just saying what he thinks of himself.
I don't think he thinks that he looks better than his brother or Martell.
I think he thinks
not Chris.
I think he thinks he
not
is
Courtney. Hell, not Moses. Not Moses. Moses in jail. But Marceau can't see Moses.
I think he thinks he's better. He might not.
He does think he's better, but not better looking.
Right.
He can't think he's better looking. He is the only man on that show that needs a bra. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because I don't like the way he talks to his wife. And you need to put on a brassiere, sir, before you be talking slick. You hold them things down before you be talking slick. We talking slick and titties shaking. Come on now. I think Letitia is really pretty.
No, I'm not saying she's not attractive.
I don't think it's the looks. I think I don't think that he thinks that she's smart. I think that's the problem.
Okay.
I think that now I could be wrong. Hold on.
What her back was back then.
Mo.
That could weigh a difference.
Let's listen to this clip. Not Martell said he was ugly and fat and the bottom of the barrel. First of all, that's not for Martell to say. Even if it is true. No. Let's listen to this Tisha clip.
Revenge porn thing that did happen. That is a true thing that really happened. And not only have he shown people stuff in his phone of his ex-wife, he's also shown people stuff in his phone with his baby mother. Like, she needs to check on that too. He's shown the boys pictures of her dancing in the closet, shaking after he paid for some type of revenge porn thing that did happen.
He's like a really insecure little boy, Martell. But see how Letitia just sounds like, I know she was working with a speech therapist. It's like she may have like a.
For what? A speech? She stuttered or something?
She just doesn't sound articulate the way Melody does. And I know she was working on that.
Really?
Yeah. You know, she just, I think like maybe a little bit of a speech impediment. Anisha says she has a heavy tongue. I was going to say a thick tongue. And I knew he was going to laugh when I said that.
Okay.
So I think Marceau doesn't see her as his intellectual equal.
Gotcha.
Even though she has 3 degrees, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Because a person that has 3 degrees but can't articulate themselves quickly and fluently will still come off. A person who has no degrees but who is able to speak without issue and fluently will come off as more intelligent, even though that person may have 3 degrees.
Right.
It's just the way they present. Yeah, the degree don't really mean anything, because you can read and write and you can be consistent and achieve a goal, but that doesn't necessarily speak to your personal intelligence.
To me, that just means that you retained enough information to pass.
Well, it does mean that you're able to be focused and be consistent.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
She doesn't enunciate well. It's like she needs to like open her mouth more. I don't enunciate. Drew said Mel isn't the most articulate either. I don't think so. I think Mel is. Now, she used a couple of incorrect words on this last. She said, well, you can just infiltrate the group. And I was like, infiltrate? That's not the right word. Or maybe it was the right word. Maybe she was trying to be shady. I don't know. But I do think Mel is extremely articulate and also very strategic and able to. I think she's playing the game. But that's also why I don't think that this show can go on. They have got Melody Melody is acting like a producer.
That's on right. She's right.
That's not going to work. Because no one has a relationship with her. They all see her as an enemy. And at this point, it just doesn't make sense. She can't keep bringing Shanita on the show and that other lady to be her.
You talking about the big lady?
I am.
Okay.
Yes. Her bringing them on the trip just shows that she's not cool with anybody. We got to get into Marquez.
Yes.
And the disaster that was that
graduation
dinner party.
That was all. That brother needs some help, man.
He needs to be on medication.
He needs some help. Like, I'm glad Chris spoke up and said, like, that brother needs some help.
He's nuts.
He's about to self-destruct. And Ken has patience, but in a minute, he gonna punch that man in the chest. It's over. Bow!
Why does Ken have so much? Maybe Ken has patience because he knows he's sick and he doesn't really see him as a threat.
And he don't want to, I don't know, but she plays a big part of it. Trish she gonna break that man's heart. I'm telling you, what I say, y'all. I keep saying it.
I kind of think so, because I don't believe her when Melody asked her, was she seeing Ken at the time that she went by Martell's? Because she said, no, Ken came much later. But if you were going over there to work out with him, then why would it even matter?
Right.
It's just so many holes in her story. But Marquez seems like I said, he needs to be on medication.
I can imagine it being a tough thing to watch, because you're thinking that's the type of man I need to be, and he can't be.
But he just kept walking up and just inserting himself in conversations. He's not a part of the group.
But it's for your child, so you're trying to. Man!
Did you see his son pull him to the side and be like,
"Yeah,
relax." That's when you. And the son, does she look? He looks younger than Trish. The son presents as more mature than the father. He doesn't look like the son's like, I just can't even see him.
But
what is that?
Teaching somebody else treating your kids like that's theirs, and then we got to keep in mind, he knows that they were texting while they were together. That's the point.
But now Trina brought up a good point. Trish told Destiny that she wants to hang out with her son and his friends. Did y'all hear that? I was like, whoa, this lady she really is for the Huntsville streets.
Watch her.
She said that she wants to hang out with his friends after her divorce. She don't want to be in a marriage with Ken.
So I'm saying she
likes the fact that Ken's taking care of her.
There you go. Now you're going to start to slow down.
And I think she liked the fact that being with Ken got her on the show. Because it's Love and Marriage Huntsville. So
his friend is a comedian on social media. I was like, I know that dude.
Are you serious? The one that the one that was talking to him that he went for counsel?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Oh wow.
I was like, I know him. I don't know if he might know him too, but I don't know if how they be putting the fake friends in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a plant, but he's a comedian. It took me a minute, and I was like, oh, I do know where I know him from. There's a couple skits and stand-up things that he does. Yeah, he's an actual, when they put up his name in the credits or whatever, Google him, he's a comedian.
Oh, wow. So that could have been just like a good look. That conversation was strange anyway, with Ken explaining to him about Marquez showing up. But Marquez is the weirdest. That dude is someone I'd be afraid of. Like he's weird.
Yep. Somebody need to check on that man. That ain't like he's gonna lose it, and it's all on him. It's his fault.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't know how to handle it, and you seeing somebody in your slot, and you knew this guy was trying to slide in your slot while you were there, we keep forgetting that. There was text messages, and that's what's eating him up.
No, I get it. I get that part. But I mean, it's weird the way Trish said she didn't care that he wasn't contributing. The relationship is it's real strange. And I'm sure we're never going to know. But she kept alluding to the fact that she had dirt on Marquez that she could bring out if he didn't stop. She kept alluding to that, even when I interviewed her. And then she did it on the show as well. I don't want to say what I think. I'm going to hold my tongue on what I think.
It could be anything from I know he took PPP money to whatever. It don't, he likes his bottom lick. I don't know. It could be anything. I don't really go for that. Like that could be anything.
I'm gonna text you.
But I'm like Chris. I kind of like a part of me feels for the brother, and not because of I just feel sorry for him. I think he needs help.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right.
That's what I think.
Got you. But I think the brother needs help, and I think
he does. He really does. Anisha says Carlos is going to mess around and catch a lawsuit over this show. It's always something illegal, strange, and harm. People have been arrested. Why? I mean, all those people. Moses is in jail. Destiny was arrested for check fraud. Martell arrested for the revenge corn. Maurice for DUI. Like, it's just, what in the hell is happening?
Back like this, he loves it.
Yeah, he is. Always Victoria says, I think Trish is over him because of how he deserted her when she lost his family, and he is broke, I think. Well, we know that, but it's still strange that she did not try to take him to court for child support. She lets him come and go. Like, it did. Why didn't she sign the divorce papers? If somebody is that trifling, I would want to be divorced from them immediately.
Like, and I've seen several women do this. They want a divorce, but for some reason, when them papers show up and they got to sign it, they cry. I'm confused. I've known
the way she was acting with Destiny was weird. She was like, it was like she really was like, they still have a part of each other that they connect to. It was really weird.
Childhood sweethearts, and she obviously has a soft spot for him somewhere, but it doesn't mean she wants to be with him.
She does not want to be with him. She wants to be with the best fit for her, but I don't think that's going to be Ken. Edna says Marquez is possibly on the DL moving to Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. What we do know, we don't know that, but what we do know is that Marquez will not be launching any rap career in Atlanta. We know that is absolutely 100% never going to happen. Not never.
Not ever. Never.
Not never, ever, ever.
Right.
Destiny doesn't have anything going on besides messing with Nell's son, who is cute but looks extremely young compared to her. And just, this show, I don't think that the show has run its course and needs to bow out, Rhonda, but I do think that they need to shake up the cast and they need to bring in some new people and acclimate some new couples, because we need to get rid of Martell and Melly. Melly needs to go to executive producer solely, and then put her on another show or have her create the show first, do something else with her. But this is not, and if Tisha and Marceau are separated, then we need to see that on the show.
We do. I think
they do more talking on social media and it don't ever make the show. Talk all that smack on the actual show.
That part.
Who else? I think it was Stormy and Courtney are leaving. They actually were a real couple.
But I mean, how many of these shows where it's two ways you could. How many of these shows that it tears up the marriage, or was the marriage and it just helped it end it when it was supposed to? I mean, a lot of these shows, we go to all the housewives shows, I just saw one of the ladies on, I want to say it's Married to Medicine, is expecting the baby now. And
well, I heard that Jock and his wife are getting divorced.
See what I'm saying?
Well, that's true, but
that should have been happened. Jock is
a wild boy.
He can't get this thing in his pants, boy.
But I do think that the television gives people incentive to get to stay together, maybe for the show, but it also creates a lot of drama, because the problems that you have before you get on the show are going to be magnified once you get on the show.
But if you're cheating and you're a person like Jock, especially, cameras are always out, B.
Yeah, people are filming.
They're always
filming.
Like, you can't, if you're going to be out and about and cheat, it's not the move.
Let me tell you something. I was at R. Thomas here in Atlanta, and with a friend years ago, and I saw Apollo. At the time, he was on Real Housewives with Phaedra, on a date.
That was a long time ago. Damn.
In public.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was just like, how are you on a show married and you're out on a date in public? Like, that's just, you just don't give a damn.
The business dinner.
Not at 2:00 in the morning at R. Thomas.
That's how they spend it.
It was after the BET Hip Hop Awards. It was like late at night. So it probably was like 2 a.m. So no, ain't no business dinner. You were just on a whole date.
if you're famous, you can't cheat in peace. Just so y'all know.
Unless you have enough money to where she doesn't care.
Marlon Wayans got caught cheating on a boat in a whole nother country, and this is what happens.
Marlon is hilarious.
In a whole nother country.
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, you got to know, I mean, the average man can't cheat at this point because with social media, women are screenshotting DMs. Let me tell y'all something. I am addicted to these Facebook pages. Women are, this lady, I think I sent this to you. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they busting you out. Other women who have nothing to do with it just because, fellas, they just like doing that.
Let me tell you something. This lady came on into the group and said that she was sleeping with the person. I'm sleeping with such and such, and then tagged the other lady he was sleeping. Like, there's nothing.
Don't do it.
Social media has been bad for you gentlemen. Don't do it.
Don't do it. You got to sleep with whores if you're going to do it.
The whores have nothing to lose, Mo.
Unless those whores want to be famous, but you got to get one that don't want to be famous.
What whore does not want to be famous?
I don't know. You got to pay, and you got to pay to play. You paying to shut up. Like, you paying this to make it a business, but you can't just be willy-nilly cheating with the regular. She gonna get, man, listen.
There's nothing safe. There's nothing safe. Nothing is safe. The women are out here and they're not gonna release you all. They're gonna stay on y'all's necks. They're putting men into the thing. This is him. This is what his number, everything. Like, y'all are just, there's nothing covert about cheating. You just have to be honest.
Too much stuff out there, man. Cameras and people doing all kinds of. What do they have? What's the name? Papoose, and it's people putting recording devices in cars and all kind of wild stuff, man.
Yeah, I know people that have done that. It's just, hey, there's not. I mean, but social media, you can see somebody out somewhere, take a quick picture and send it out.
That's what I'm saying. It's
tough. No way. People have to start being honest.
Or stay single and do it freely.
Why do men do? I just know I don't understand men. Women, I think a lot of times the women are trying to maybe keep their bag.
Keep their bag? What are you talking about?
Like, if you got a guy that's providing a lifestyle for you, maybe you want to keep that, but you don't like him. So maybe that's why some women are cheating. But why do men get into relationships if they just want to cheat? I never understand that. Like Martell.
I don't think
Martell get married.
I don't think they start that way. The physical thing might get boring, and then that P won't be calling you, man. It'd be calling.
We saw Linda says you see that update on the iPhone that you can record your calls. Absolutely. And I feel like that was made just for women.
You can
record phone calls easily, very easily. So now, and look at Cardi and Offset.
You know what I'm saying?
What is happening?
That's what I'm saying. And for the record, let me put this out there. I'm back on the market. I am single, and I'm staying single.
I didn't know if you were going to make that announcement. Jesus help us.
I am. So
we were going to. I was told to invite you to the couples.
I'm cool on that. Y'all have a good time.
Well, obviously I couldn't now. I had to say, oh, there's been new developments. No.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that later. But
yeah, we'll get into that on Wednesday. Now, it won't be here Wednesday because Wednesday is Christmas. But but can we do Thursday?
No, we're not. Oh, we get on the show, period. But I'm just putting that out there. I'm not discussing it. But okay. That's what it is. It is what it is. But I'm just hearing the stuff that you say, and if I don't have a need to be with all that, but I understand, fellas, if you're gonna do it, just stay single, man. It's nasty out here. Like,
we're not staying single, but we're I'm saying, can we get on, do dating diaries on Thursday, the day after Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we won't do Christmas, but we'll do the day after Christmas. But no, I don't think you stay single. I think eventually everybody wants someone to enjoy their life with, but you do have to wait for the right one.
Listen, man. I mean, and you do, but I don't know if these brothers get bored or whatever. I mean, I guess I'm assuming every situation is different, but at the same time, you're not going to get everything. And I think a lot of times brothers are chasing what they're missing. It could be several different reasons, but
yeah,
he out here, especially famous people. These women can't wait to have something on you.
We will get a PO box. We'll definitely do that for the top of the year because y'all don't get on. Y'all don't want to come on, but we've had people have sent me dating dilemmas and disasters. We need to get back to that. To y'all sending that stuff in. So we will get a PO box. We do want to let you guys know that we are headed to Philly the first week of February for this Ready to Love premiere. So stay tuned. We'll be giving you some more information about that. But Mo and I are headed to Philly. Now, this cast on Ready to Love, we're going to be doing Ready to Love recaps every Friday again. This cast looks younger.
Can't wait.
I think Ready to Love is trying to attract a younger audience. This cast looks younger. And then we also have the Never Ever Mets coming back, which I don't really believe that show, but we're going to talk about it. But I just don't believe that anybody in 2025 or 2024 would talk to someone online without meeting them. Not possible.
I mean, not possible if you were really, really interested.
For an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Not possible. I don't believe it. Unless you're just playing. There's people online that you play with, you just talk because it's fun to talk to somebody, to flirt. But nah, you're not really trying to be, you can't. I'm not being faithful to nobody that I haven't been dating in person for a while.
There you go. So let me ask you this, with the playing, do they play and have serious conversation?
I have done that before. I flirted, because sometimes you just need somebody to stroke your ego, or you just want to have fun. You just want to have some fun, flirty conversation. But I ain't serious. And then the guys get mad later. And it's like, you were just playing? Yeah, it wasn't serious.
I had somebody tell me that today. They was like, why are men this, that, and the other? They're playing. And I said exactly what you said. Some people playing and they like the idea of it never going to happen. But then when it's time, like, how come they don't step to the plate? Because they just like the idea.
I had a friend get really upset with me over the fact that I was doing that, and they stopped talking to me
because they were serious.
Yep, I was not. I was just having fun because I know how, I'm good with words. I'll just say that.
But my thing is, if a person says something serious and they're trying to make something happen, do you tell them, look, I'm just playing, I don't want, or do you let it keep?
I just find a way to make it not happen.
Okay.
I mean, I don't do that anymore, but I'm talking about before I got married.
Because I see people do it, and then somebody be like, well, I'm coming in town, and then they make a plan. Then the other person's like, hey.
I always back off whenever it gets serious.
That part.
Yeah. I just back off. And then I happened to run into the person, and they were thinking that, like, well, let's go meet. And I'm like, boy, I wasn't serious. I was just playing.
Everybody you playing with ain't playing.
Flirting is fun.
Okay.
I mean, again, these are my old ways. I have changed now that I am married.
So was married. She happy. She got a family.
Before that, I had a lot of people I just had flirty conversations with, and they probably thought I was serious, but I was just playing.
Until you posted pictures of my man. Oh.
Right. That caused a big woo, ladies.
That's the key, fellas. If she don't post you, don't take her too serious.
Yeah, but I posted that so many things came to an abrupt halt.
As it's supposed to.
But I'm just saying, I can't get my car fixed no more. Like, come on, man. All these perks I had came to a halt.
Got a perk of a husband now.
You had to make sure you picked the right one. That's why I knew I picked the right one, because I didn't mind losing all my perks because he was so amazing. But if he hadn't, I would never have given up all my perks and wonderful relationships and flirting friends and gentlemen that would, come see about me. If I did, you got to make sure the man that you pick is worth it. I posted us in August. We were getting married in October. So I had the ring for a while. But it's so funny because I didn't post him and he didn't post me. We didn't even mention it.
If a woman don't post that ring when I propose, it ain't happening.
It was funny because neither one of us even mentioned social media. We never even had a conversation about it until we got ready to post our engagement pictures.
I want a woman so serious that she gonna run to social media with the ring as I said yes.
But do you want her to post you too?
Yeah, that's cool.
We know a person. There's a person that we know that he posts he don't show the woman's face, but he's letting people know he's in a relationship. It's so weird. It's weird.
I'm starting to understand that now. I didn't understand it before because
he's a celebrity, but so maybe that's why he doesn't want people in his business.
Right.
Or maybe she doesn't want people coming after her. All right, we got to get ready to get out of here. Mo, what are you doing this weekend? What you got up for the weekend?
Doing a lot of cleaning. I don't know. Every day is the weekend for 2 weeks, so I'm just out here.
I'm going to I am taking Zuri to a party tomorrow. You got Zuri's video. Zuri is going to a horse Christmas party tomorrow.
What the?
Yeah. And yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. And then Sunday we're got some other stuff to do. One of our friends is having a birthday party tomorrow night. I was going to see if you wanted to go. Publishing Guru.
You know what? He sent me something.
I bet he did.
And it was like a big or something. And I thought
it's an invite to his birthday party.
When is that?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
You made it pop out.
What? I'll look at it and okay.
Yeah, we'll discuss. Thank you for saying Zuri is beautiful. I will post pictures. Big Zoo. That's so funny because the lady that she stays, they call her Zuzu. They call her that. That's their nickname for her. Zuzu. I call her Zuri, but she's like Zuzu. Zuzu is going to a Christmas party. She has a party to go to. So we will post pictures from that. If we go out tomorrow night, we'll post some pictures of us out with Edna says, Mo, did you break off your fling so you didn't have to buy her gifts? No, he did not.
Don't start that rumor.
It was not because of that. No. I think he was looking forward to buying gifts. In fact, he may have to take some gifts back.
Yeah, who said that? Edna?
Yeah.
Mind your business, Eric.
You don't be mean to Edna.
No, that's right.
Edna's our love.
But
Edna's our love.
But just know that grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah, but so Mo is back on the market, ladies. But we look forward to 2025. Gonna find love. Yeah.
Or just
enjoy the rest of this year and play it cool.
Absolutely.
Play it cool. Pop out on tomorrow. But yeah, so we are going to I'll post videos from Zuri's Christmas shindig tomorrow. And remember that we're coming back on Thursday since we're not going to do Wednesday. I will be here Monday for Pop Culture Power. And then we'll get together for Dating Diaries on Thursday. And moving into 2025, those of you that are in Philly or near Philly, let us know because we will be out there for a Ready to Love.
And that whole area.
Yes, we're gonna have a Ready to Love party out there. We're excited about that, and there's so much more to come. We got some really cool things coming for 2025. Most importantly, Ready to Love. So we'll be able to get back in our groove with conversations about that. If I don't see you all before, if you don't tune in on Monday, have a Merry Christmas. Remember, Christmas is within, not without. So regardless of what is under your tree or who is in your house, you can still make the day amazing and enjoy it. Make sure to treat yourself. Remember that you are loved. We love each and every one of you that hang out with us every week, and you truly are a part of our family. So we wish you all a happy holidays. Take some time to love on yourself and love on those who love you. And we're going to be in this thing. 2025 is coming.
There it is.
There it is. All right, guys. See you on Monday. And for those of you that won't be here Monday, we will see you on Thursday for a Christmas, after Christmas edition of the Dating Diaries. All right. Check out the page for clips from tomorrow night and, of course, from Zuri's Shindig. And we'll see you guys later. Good night.
All right.